it seems to me that it's a good thing. When people who are a lot younger than I am, who have also not spent time with me in person, who think that it's a good idea for them to express like a romantic interest in me, see videos of me that show that I actually am 41 and that I look 41, and then decide they're not interested. It seems like that's a good thing. You know, I mean, it's, I have tended to look young for my age. But you know, being my age, I'm my age. I'm definitely my age. And this is what it would be like, you know, walking down the street with me. I would look significantly older than you. And see, I have known this the entire time. I already knew all that stuff. I knew that. You know, so for me to have said stuff like, I'm too old for you, I'm too old for you, I'm too old for you, really, I'm too old for you, just accept that I'm too old for you. It's not because I feel bad about myself. It's because it's true. Also, you should probably think about it. Maybe you should think about this. Maybe you should think about the things that you have been part of promoting for the past several years, and think about what it would be like if you were in a situation, say, where you were a teenager, right? And were not the one who had all the money in the family, right? And who really was kind of at the mercy of your own parents. And you had a parent who, or a step parent, or some other person who had power in your life, who was demanding some kind of sexual relationship from you. Think about that, you know. And think about not only what that would feel like for anyone to demand to have some kind of sexual relationship with you, and what it means to cross those kind of boundaries in people's lives, even also just from a purely aesthetic point. You know, putting aside everything that goes wrong when you have some kind of situation like that, like a parent that's demanding a sexual relationship with, you know, a child or other dependent, something like that. Even if you were just to think about it, like, say someone who wasn't even related to you, right? And they were, like, I don't even know, a million times uglier than I am. Think about that. And what if you were someone who did not have any money of your own, you know, and couldn't, and there was nowhere for you to go, and there was no one for you to tell. Do you really think that would be fun? Because I'm telling you, that's the majority of what these situations are like. It's not like you at 18 with some gorgeous 30-year-old woman. That's not what it's like. I'm telling you, it's this other situation that I've just described, that and other really bad situations like that and worse. That's what you've really been promoting, and you don't realize it because you have been in this situation where people are glamorizing it for you, and therefore you glamorize it for other people. But that's not the reality. That's not what really goes on, and it has nothing to do with even I don't even know if I can describe this for you, you know, because it hasn't been described for you. It's been portrayed for you in a way that takes everything out of it that is really true, you know, like people really, really, really getting hurt and getting hurt every day, and having nobody to talk to, and having nobody to help them, and having nobody to believe them. That's really what it's like. Maybe you should read about it. Read about child molestation. Read about what happens to people, the injuries they suffer, the physical injuries they suffer, the psychological injuries they suffer, the things that happen to them later in their lives. You should think about that, and you should try to read about it so that you know what the reality is, and not what all the people around you have been telling you.